guys, my name is Shane. Welcome to the Nothing But Nate YouTube channel. I work for the channel Nothing But Nate, the Discord, the Roblox, and YouTube channel, such as previously said. This is my second time recording a video. First time wasn't so great. Audio is bad. You guys can barely hear my voice. Hope this is better. All the links will be in the description. Roblox Studio link download. You're gonna need that definitely. You're not sure you're gonna need Blender for this tutorial. And yeah, scripts would also be in the description, but I'm not really sure you need scripts for this part of the tutorial. It's just mostly how to get to know Roblox Studio and working your way around it. So I guess you could get into the video. So this is the download page on my screen, so you could either click start creating or manage my games. Right now we're not going to bother with that, and we're going to go straight into Roblox Studio. So this is my base plate. We don't need that, we need this. So when you download Roblox Studio, we're going to see this open. So you're going to choose base plate or any of these templates you want. These are already pre-made templates. These ones have scripts, these ones don't. 9% of people use these. So you're going to click base plate, and when you click base plate, you're going to see it open up like this, just like that. So you're going to see a lot of stuff and say to yourself, I can't do this. A lot of people do that. That's why people don't get anywhere. You have to learn that you have to start off small and go to big. That's what one of my best friends told me. You can't just jump to the big stuff. On our ride to Canada's Wonderland, when we were preparing, there's these 3 big rides. One called the Yukon Striker, one called the Leviathan, one called the Behemoth. So I told him, let's go on those first. He's like, no, Shane, that's not how it works. He said, let's start off small and go to big first, so we get used to how the rides are going to feel like. It's logical. So you're going to start off with probably like an obby or a small FPS or something. To move around in Roblox Studio, WASD keys to move around. You see I'm moving around. Scroll wheel to move faster. If you have the middle things on a Lenovo ThinkPad, the red middle thing, the red scroll wheel thingy on the touchpad. I, O, E, Q to toggle up and down. I, O, I guess to move forwards and backwards between studs. Middle scroll wheel to move around the base plate. So if you got a hang of the controls, I'm gonna run through what these stuff do and what these things do. I'm sure I did this in the last tutorial, but Nate deleted that. So let me tell you again. So first you're going to insert a part to demonstrate what it actually does. First you have select, correct? Where's that part? Select is just select. Oh, I can move it anywhere I want. Good. Move. You can move the part between studs. Scale is scale the part in 4 different directions if it's not a union. We'll get into that in probably another tutorial, maybe. Not sure. Although this is my first tutorial, guys. Rotate is rotating the part. Makes it look. But you can also rotate it just using the R thing on the keyboard or T to go upwards. Helps a lot, guys. Instead of like manually rotating it. Then there's one more my brother showed me, which is transform. It's a weird one. It's just practically all in one. But most people don't really know about this or use it. A lot of people use it. It's just practically the same thing but all in one. But mostly I don't really use it. So I'm just going to click select and go back. So this is my part. Probably asking, what can you do to a part? Why is it there? It's good for building, not using free models. See, have toolbox. You should never have that. Since I just reopened Roblox Studio, it's there. You should never have the toolbox open. I never want to see a toolbox if I'm working with a dev. Free models are not your way to go. Make original stuff. Make your games original. Make them out of your work, not other people's work. So we're going to click part. and we're gonna color it. You can color it using the brick color. Color is just practically more color. So just custom colors. I'm not really sure if you guys can see that. I'll screen share that. You can color it. So you just click that, then something would appear. You just click the color you want. Reflectance. I don't really use reflectance. I mostly use transparency. It's great for making glass, guys. See 0.45. And then you just click the material you want, which is probably going to be glass. And we have a glass brick. You can see almost inside it. Just didn't want to make it 0.85. We have glass, guys. Name, you can name the part, so I'm going to name this part Shane. Now the part's name is Shane. Oh, get that weld out of there, I don't want that. You can anchor it. Anchor is great for making obbies. If it's unanchored, you can move it. So if you position it up here, right, and it's not anchored, see how it's not anchored? It's going to fall. But if you anchor it, it's not going to fall when you test run it. So you just click that to test run. And it's great. Archivable, not really sure what that does, never really used it. Can collide. You can go through the part. Right now I can't go through the part since it's checked. When you check it off, you can go through the part. You could test that out. I'm not going to do it because time. And then the rest you don't really need. Only maybe shape, but you could just get another shape from here. So this is the basic way of getting a part, a simple part. A lot of people think that getting a part is hard, or not getting a part is hard. Oh, I said that wrong. Getting a part is pretty easy. A lot of people think that Roblox Studio is hard. It's not. It's just that you treat it like you just bought an app for $1,000. Then you'll finally figure out what you just paid for. It's really easy for making money off of Roblox. A lot of people made thousands of dollars off of Roblox. Take Jailbreak for an example. They made something like about 250,000 cash or something like that. Not sure. Don't quote me on it. And yeah. So a lot of my drop downs didn't appear in this tutorial. So when you click this little arrow here, a drop down's gonna appear. Then you just click your part. Same for material, a list of materials, and same for color, to choose your color. So these are the 4 parts you can get: sphere, block, wedge, cylinder. They're really great. They're good for building stuff, using your own free models. So people are probably going to be asking, I have trouble with what these are. Workspace is where you build your stuff on. If you want to put something in workspace, you could put folders. I love being organized. Organization is a key thing to being a developer. Like, it helps me out a lot. So if I want to insert a folder, I can. Drop down's going to appear to get all your materials, since it won't appear for me. Bad luck, guys. It can't appear for me. So it's probably going to appear, and just click what you want. I like to insert folders to make stuff more neater. This is lighting. This is players. Team create, you can see where players are, see who's in game working with you. To get team create, you just go to view, click team create, publish the game, turn on. Lighting is good for changing the lighting in game. So like, you know how .me has that like low poly model feel? That's what it's good and used for. So you can do that. You can change your brightness, but I'm just gonna keep it at 2. Color shift bottom, that stuff. We won't really get into that today. Replicated first. Never really use that. Replicated storage. It's good for adding in remote events and remote functions. So if you want to fire a client or something, that's what it's used for. I'm probably not going to do enough tutorials, but this is my first server script service. Good for importing scripts like team stuff. Any scripts mostly would go in there. Server storage, good for importing tools and stuff. So like if you want to have a player have a certain tool, you'd insert it into server storage, and then you type something in server script service saying Local script dot parent. Oh, this parent wants to have a tool. Starter GUI. See that you want to have a frame when they appear. So like, drop down would appear. You want to have a frame when they start, and it says Shane was here. Spawn or something. That's what it's used for. Like how Arsenal has deploy and stuff. That's how they made it using the screen GUI. Starter pack. How would I explain this? Tools. Most tools would go in there. So if a player wants to start, every single player who joins the game wants to start with that certain tool. That's what it's good to be used for. Starter player. I used it multiple times to test out morphs that I made. You just insert the morph you want in here. Not into any of these. Just into starter player and type in starter character. S in starter uppercase. C in character uppercase. And click play. You got a starter character. And don't forget to unanchor them. Sound surface, sound, chat. Click bubble chat to be enabled. And then you could start with bubble chat. If you don't know what that is, why are you playing Roblox? Yeah, localization service, never really use them. And test surface, never really use them. Sound service is for sound, as I just said. I never went over that. These are the basics of Roblox Studio. Now I'll go over what these top menu stuff do. I already went over rotate. Join services, collisions. So if I'm going to duplicate a part, so let me just move that there, and I duplicate it, right? It's going to go on top. Control D to duplicate, or just click left click, so menu would appear, and duplicate. Control D if you're on Windows, I think it's Command D, not sure, don't quote me on it. If your computer turns off, I have no clue. For Mac, I'm not a Mac user. But then if we turn collisions off, look what happens when we duplicate it. Control D. It's in that part. That's what collisions is. Join surfaces is to locate if you're joined a surface with the part. So you see, when I duplicate, a white thing won't appear. So it does. I don't know if I join surfaces. I can only assume it joins surfaces. But when I click this, the white line appears saying, hey, I joined the surface of this part. I'm good to go. So that's what join surfaces is for. Guys, I'm sorry if I have a really bad voice. I like to sing. So I'm not saying that singers have bad voices. I'm just saying that right now I just got up, guys, and I'm doing my first tutorial, so it's weird. UI is good for UI stuff, so screen UI and stuff. Material, we went over that. Color, material, we went over that. You guys don't really need this aside from anchor. Anchor is good for hobbies, so make sure parts don't fall. Play, test and play. Should I test it, guys? Nah, you know what, you guys can do that. Game settings, published, and you have a list of game settings. I'll publish it after and show you guys. No, I'll publish it in another tutorial, show you guys how to publish your game. Or you could just watch a tutorial on something. I'll mostly talk about that in the end. Selects, we already went over that. Transform, went over that. Went over that. Most stuff we went over that. Surface, we don't really need that. If you want to insert a spawn, you can click this. So then now you have a simple spawn. So now when you play, you spawn here. Instead of playing, you spawn wherever you're supposed to spawn. Effects. A lot of people love to use effects, so I'm going to teach you how to insert an effect. Click go here. Click this. Drop down would appear. Click the effect you want. Explosion doesn't really work, but try fire. You see? When you insert a fire, now it's on fire. But since it's a sphere, you can't really see all of it, so I'm just going to make the size bigger. So I'll just say 10. Now the sphere's on fire, guys. Fire. That's fire. You could also insert particle emitters, trails, beams. Trails are good for lightsabers, guys. Sparkles, lights. Oh, yep, that's good for light bulb. So if I want to make a light bulb, you could insert a light. You could either go here to insert it, click this plus button, drop down to appear, click what you want, type what you want, and it's there. I'm probably going to do that in tons of other tutorials, guys. It's going to be epic. Guys, subscribe to this channel. Hit the bell icon. Guys, got to. If you want to insert scripts, you could click this, or go into server script service or workspace and click the script icon. Just type in script. Then you have one. If you want to insert a teams, you could click service. Drop down would appear. Then click teams or replicated or any of something in there. And when we go to test, start, you don't really need this aside from play. A drop down would appear that saying play here, or run. Run is for test, play is for playing at this exact location, play is for playing at this nearest spawn, or the spawn location, the main spawn location. View is for like output, click output, it's for running scripts to make sure all scripts are okay, making sure that everything is under control, nothing's wrong with the scripts, and if something's wrong, they'll tell you. Team create, we're already over that. Terrain editor is good for making terrain. Click region, select, create, generate, edit, paint, subtract, grow, paint water. How can you paint water? Screen record, good for recording. Guys, don't use a screen record, it's garbage. Plugins. I have a lot of these plugins I use, but I don't know if I have all of them. The only ones I use is Rig Builder. Already Pro plugin. It's good for importing characters. So if I import my character, Sean Brow 8484, I'm gonna spawn R15 if it spawns. See, that's my character. Let me insert gamer's character. I'm gonna see what he's gonna say in the comments. What's his username again? It's like Gamer786 or something. Yeah, I'm sure it's Gamer786. Like, I forget his username, but he forgets mine like all the time. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Look at that hair, my dude! Oh my gosh! No, I'm not gonna bother. I don't want to get fired from my job. Perfect. Good. See, Gamer786. And me. That's how you insert one of your characters into Roblox Studio. This plugin is for inserting accessories you could find on Roblox. So like, say that you want a hat that your character uses, just type in the accessory ID right here. It's in the URL. Click load. You have your accessory, then drag it in. So I'm just gonna click this. The accessory ID would appear in here. Just put it in. Let me try gamer. And now, let's see. Gamer's wearing it. Let me just take off his hat. His hair. And now see, Gamer's wearing this special hat. It's pretty cool. I'll use that accessory. I use that plugin a lot. These are the plugins tabs. So when you get a plugin, you're gonna see it appear here. Moon Animator plugin. I use this a lot. Trust me. This is the best plugin my best friend's brother gave to me. He's a dev, Sensei developer. Really good dev. He told me about this plugin. I use it all the time when I'm welding parts to rigs. Totally essential. You guys should get it. The Roundify plugin. I don't really use it anymore since I found out you could roundify GUIs without this, so it's a waste. The Gap Fill plugin. It's a gap fill, right? Yeah, it's gap fill. Yep, it's a gap fill. A gap fill plugin good for filling in gaps in a part. So let me show you guys how it's used. So say that I have this part, correct? And I want to make a part right here. I'll just click plugins, click gap fill, click that, and click that. Now I have that gap fill. And now it looks crap, but you can also scale it. Now watch, guys. Magic. Now you have a simple gap fill. It's totally essential instead of just inserting a part and then having to position everything. That plugin I use also a lot, just not that much. Welding plugin, not anymore, since I got the Moon Animator plugin. Let me show you what else plugins I have. Tool grip editor plugin. Totally essential. Helps me with when I say that I want to make a sword, correct? Just weld it, click that, positions my plugin for me in the right position, but it's manual though, so you're gonna have to do it. It's really easy. I won't do it now. I'm probably gonna teach you guys in another tutorial today. Probably I'm gonna make a tutorial, and yeah, I think I should pause it there. If you guys have any other tutorial ideas, you can DM me, post it in the suggestions channel. Not really sure what it's called. Subscribe to Nothing But Nate. Hit the bell icon. Like this video. My DMs are always open on Discord. And yeah, thanks for watching this tutorial. Hope to be working guys on projects in the future.
To the dark side.